everyone, it's Molly. Sorry I look like this again, I'm having another lazy day. I swear I always film these videos on the worst days. Anyway, yeah, so this is the first video that I'm going to do in my Halloween trio. I'm going to do this, which is my baking Halloween bun video, and then two others which you will see when they'll go up in like the 30th, the 31st, and then the 1st of November in 3, and I hope you really enjoy watching them. Yay! So I'm going to bake buns and I'm going to film it for you. I'm going to leave a link to the recipe down below. But obviously if you're watching this after Halloween you can make Halloween buns if you want to, but if you want to change it to like Christmassy or just anything, you can just change the topping. So yeah, let's start. Okay, warning in advance, sorry if I sound a bit like bunged up in this, I've got a cold at the moment. But yeah, so this is the recipe that I followed. It's a really cute little recipe book and it's just a basic cupcake recipe that I'm following. But this recipe book is full of other recipes like main meals, desserts, etc. I filled a baking tray full with baking cases, but I tried to follow a Halloween theme but couldn't. Then I turned the oven to 175 degrees, I think it is. Yeah, so it was hot enough. I then put 150 grams of butter into the scales, weighing it out pretty much exactly, but it doesn't really matter either way if there's a little bit either way. So once this was done, I did the same with caster sugar, 150 grams of caster sugar, and then again the same with self-raising flour afterwards. So that's this, 150 grams of all three. You then put them in the bowl together so that they're all like as one. I think I went a bit over with the amount on the self-raising flour, but it's near enough, and like I said, it doesn't matter too much either way. So then I put this in the bowl. I then cracked 2 eggs and my brother did another one, so in total 3 eggs, but I guess if you didn't want to make as many, because this was to make 12 though we were only making 8, it wouldn't matter if you maybe just used 2 eggs. And then this is my brother cracking a last one, who helped out a bit in the making of these buns. And then this is him also mixing them together with a spoon. You mix it with a spoon as best you can to start off with, and then you finish it off with a whisk, which is what I'm doing in this clip. I just did this for as long as I thought necessary, and then I realised it wasn't as liquidy as it could possibly be, so I added some milk to make it more like liquidy so it was easier to mix together. But it doesn't say to do this in the recipe, but then that's up to you, just your judgment, because it obviously depends on how much of each you've already put in. So once all of this was mixed together well, I just went back over it with a wooden spoon. I then scooped this mixture, which was meant for 12, into 8 bun cases. Again, sorry about how I'm sounding right now, it's really hard to voice this over with such a bad cold. Yeah, so I sped this up. This is how I did it though. And then it looked like this when it was done. Quite a lot in each, but that's fine. I then put them in the oven, and this always scares me because I'm not a massive fan of the oven, let's be honest. I then left them in the oven for around 15 minutes, but again, obviously this is up to you because you need to check if they're ready. But mine were. This is what they look like at 3 minutes. They'd raised loads because of the amount of mixture, but they look quite good. So then, after leaving them to cool for around an hour, but you could probably leave it for shorter, I filled a pan full of boiling water, or not boiling yet, boiling water, put it on the hob, and then put a bowl on top of it, which I was going to put the chocolate in. Obviously you can tell that I'm not like an expert at cooking or anything, because I have no idea what anything's called. So then filled the pan, filled the bowl even with chocolate, just cooking chocolate, cheap chocolate, because it's going to be melted down anyway, so it all tastes the same. This was going to act as my like butter icing, because I don't have any butter icing. Then melted it down like this. Dee-dee-dee. Yeah, and then I used this as my topping and iced all 10, I think I did in the end because I found 2 big cupcakes. Iced all 10 in this chocolate mixture, which tasted really nice. And there was just enough to go around all 12. So once this was done, we were ready to ice them. So obviously you can't see it too clearly here because my hands get in the way, but we iced them with our 3 icing pens, one in white, one in pink and one in blue. And this one was made to look like a cobweb. It kind of just happened. I didn't really plan what I was going to ice them all as, and my brother iced a couple as well. But this one turned out like a cobweb, which was really cool. I quite like this one, probably my favourite one out of all of them. And yeah, so this was my white icing pen. Again, these were only like 50p from Morrison's, but you can buy more expensive ones if you wanted. I then used these Halloween themed like sprinkles to go over the top of this one. There were other things that I used as well. In this pot there were pumpkins, bats, yeah, green and black sprinkles, etc. So these were how they ended up. That's the cobweb one. My brother iced this one, another cobweb. My dad did that one. That says trick or treat. This one says beware, you can't really see it. And then these ones are just some pumpkins and then some glitter. And then these were the 2 extra ones that we just did quickly. Okay, so if you've enjoyed that, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I'll see you next week with a non-Halloween video. I hope you've enjoyed my Halloween trilogy, my Get Ready With Me, my vlog and this. Yeah, so comment below any video ideas you want to see me do for like the festive season, and I will see you next week. Bye guys!